Alright, hey everybody. Today we're doing a little something different. We're focusing on fashion. Yep, it's Fashion Friday. So we're going to be looking at the collections tab, and I'm just going to go over some of my favorite armor pieces that you can get before Beyond Light comes out, and a few that you can get after it as well. As far as these pieces in the competitive tab go, for the Warlock, I love this helmet, Trials helmet. You'll have to wait till 3-win reward if you're not a PvP god. That's what I did, and it was fine. These boots I kind of like. They look simple, and they shade well. This helmet I go back and forth on. You know, I think it looks kind of cool. I think someone that's very talented with fashion could do something really interesting with it. Maybe with Dragonfly set. I think that'd be interesting too. These gauntlets are pretty good too. Gauntlets for the Warlock though, in general, I have a hard time getting too excited about them. So these, this is almost the main reason I wanted to make this video. These are sleeper. I have these set up. You can get where you have some blue jeans going with some nice like light tan, and they look amazing if you want to do a cowboy set. They just shade really well. These always are different colors. You get that white snake on your boots. It just feels very cowboy-y, and I really like that vibe. I think getting maybe even one of the spawns in each color, maybe the boots in each color. These are not that different, like further down these tiers. So I think my plan was just get tier 1. I got the red boots too already. Let's go over to open world. You can kind of see what my priorities were already because I've done most of my Warlock grind. I love this helmet. I pretty much got all these pieces of armor getting this helmet. It's just how they work, the planetary armor sets. But this is pretty cool too if you really want to go for the space scientist, mad scientist kind of vibe. I like this bond. I wish bonds were more pronounced, but I do like the NASA imagery. I love this helmet. Definitely, it was a god type of vibe, which I also like to do for my Warlock. My main vibes are like god or like cowboy for Warlock, I would say. I think everyone wants to be a space cowboy. I love these robes. I think if you're into the Destiny fashion scene, you've probably seen these. But you have to get these before they go. This is a huge must right here. You can just turn in tokens. You can see I literally got that like my first drop of armor. Maybe I'll go back and get these other pieces because they actually do look pretty good. I like this helmet a lot too. I thought this chest piece was pretty cool. It shades really well. You can get that Iron Man vibe. It doesn't glow, but it is take like some metal shader colors sometimes, and you can get it white. I haven't found a good white like middle and red outer, but it looks really good. I think you could do a really good job of like futuristic, like samurai almost with that robe, which is a crazy good look. I'm actually probably gonna farm this week. I just like it. It's kind of like that, like trash sumo wrestler, like future junk kind of vibe. And I think these could be cool if you get them into a right set. But those are some like 5-star difficulty, high risk, high reward kind of armor pieces. Look really cool when you get them together with other stuff in that same kind of archetype. I really like the PHILOMATH robes. You have these new monarchy robes too that you get a lot in Prime engrams and Rahul engrams. They look very similar, but both of those look really good. Really like this set. if you like that fallen look, the helmet's great, and the chest piece just has a nice flare to it. Shades pretty well. You get little Star-Lord vibes as well as this Prodigal robes. Great Star-Lord vibes, which is something I was really into about a year ago in Destiny 2. So if you're into that, I would definitely look in these. If you played Destiny 1, I have a lot of nostalgia for this helmet too. So that's a good helmet to lock in if you're into Destiny 1 fashion. I think this is a must. This is it just fits into so many like creepy like vampire builds with a new vampire chest piece, and has just a really cool creepy vibe that you can add on. This like by itself I really like. I like the chains and like the scrappy nature of it, but I just cannot get it to fit into a build. If you have a cool outfit with this, let me know. I think it's such a cool piece, but so hard to incorporate. I almost forgot to mention this is one of my favorite bonds because it actually like sticks out a good bit. It's pretty noticeable. I think spikes are really easy to incorporate a lot of times too in Destiny armor. A lot of like sharp edge armor, so the spikes coming off your arm usually go pretty well. Cool. I think this is a really good bond to get. I love the scrolls. If you're into that scholar, godly scholar kind of look. Let's check out in-game. So I think helmet in Leviathan is really cool. I made sure to grab this on Warlock and Titan. The boots are kind of cool. Not really into like accented toes, which was big in year 1, in Hunter armor 2. Chest piece is kind of cool. Definitely could see myself rocking that for like a wannabe god warlock look. So I think all of these are very similar. I did not want to do prestige like at all, and I thought out of all these the Spire armor was the coolest, and I really wanted the helmet, which I got. I love that like junkyard, almost like god junkyard combo look, which is a sick combo. And this shades pretty well too. Get some like good asymmetry color, which I'm a really big fan of. And I kind of wanted this chest piece too, as a good bulky chest, but like a lot of leg shown, which is kind of rare in Warlock armor. And it makes it more difficult, but it actually makes your legs like matter in your set, which is nice. There's just not that many armor sets like that, or chest piece, I guess, like that. But legs and arms on that set are pretty passable. I really like these robes, like I said earlier. These are just like the better Dreaming City robes, but these are not going away, so you don't have to feel too stressed about like picking up these robes immediately. The helmet's pretty sick as well. I would definitely do some last wish to get that. Scourge of the Past armor, it's great if you want like a bulky warlock. I would say the chest piece is pretty sick for that kind of style of look, and legs as well. And I'm not a huge fan of this. Looks like you have like a comb back, like gelled hair, and just not my favorite. Not the best look. I ended up getting Shadow the title. I ended up getting Shadow the title pretty much just to get the helmets for my characters in this raid. I love that helmet. Very similar to Leviathan though. If you like only have time for one, which is pretty possible with this being like the last few days of the season. Everything else here is kind of passable, but I do like the chest piece a good bit as well. I think if you get it, to be happy about it, but I don't know if I would grind that. Guard and armor, stay in. You can get that later. The lower tier armor from Prophecy, not a huge fan. The helmet's kind of interesting. You can incorporate it, but I have this helmet, which kind of does what I want this helmet for, is job better. So not craziest job, but you're probably gonna get this in this next piece, which I think is an absolute must. If you haven't done Prophecy at all, it's gonna be really, really tough to get this, but this armor piece, it just shades so beautifully, and it just fits into literally every helmet arm like combination for Warlock. It looks so good. It's just one of the best pieces of armor for Warlock. I think the pants are really good as well. I would be happy if I picked up those last second. I think arms are just Warlock arms, you know, boring. And I'm not a huge fan of the unicorn here. If it was just this base helmet, I think I'd be more in. Could be a really cool, like, futuristic racer kind of look. But with that unicorn horn, I don't know, it takes it to like a weird silliness level that I'm not a huge fan of. My favorite universal ornaments, definitely Intrepid. I love this armor set. I do like the Empyrean Cartographer. I don't have that yet, and I like the Wraith Trail for that cowboy look like the Intrepid. I think Lux is pretty good. These two pieces, actually, some of the best gauntlets in the game right here as well. Nice pattern. It shades really well. A very uniform shade, which is what I like in my gauntlets. I can't say I really like this helmet though. It shades pretty solidly, and it's really small. Like the way they kind of design Warlock's fashion is with like tall or wide heads, depending on your set. So really small short head just doesn't fit in much with much. I use this helmet like so much. This is like one of my favorite helmets. This is probably not going to be available for a while in the Eververse store if you missed it. But if you have it, I'm sure you're using it a lot as well. I picked up the Halloween sets just mainly for this, and this, honestly. Kind of this, but not really. I just think these look really cool. Get a lot of great Doctor Strange outfits with this. And this actually, I was kind of reluctant to buy it at first, but it really does go well with a lot of different pieces. I think it shows that legs off, which is once again kind of rare with the Warlock armor chest pieces, and I think it looks really good. All right, that wraps up for Warlock. I might break these up. If you like this video though, if it gave you any direction on what you want to farm out this last few days, let me know. Leave a like and subscribe. If you want some more fashion content, let me know. I'm really into Destiny fashion. It's like my main motivation to play right now, so I'll probably post some more of this pretty infrequently, but unless it gets a good reception. Alright, have a good one.